What's happening to me?
My darling boy, my Bruce. Don't be afraid. Scientists aren't supposed to fear evolution.
This commission is a complete concept version of the Devil Hulk. The customer had very particular details that had to be incorporated into this custom. For the head, the customer really wanted a Killer Croc-esque type look to the face. So I took the Killer Croc head, and I didn't want to just keep it stock standard. So I added these large teeth. The customer requested one of the eyes to be glazed over white. This definitely adds to the creepy factor. The jaw does articulate. One of the things I really love to do when I create these unique head sculpts is to add a second row of teeth. That is one of my personal preferences. It just adds that creepy factor. It almost gives it a shark type look to it. You'll notice this very Batman Arkham series video game styling to the Killer Croc. He's got one asymmetrical type hunched look, like a hump with these spikes bursting out with the scales kind of being pushed up. This was also requested by the customer. You'll notice the clearance for the articulation of the butterfly joints. This had to be disassembled to allow range and cut out a heavy amount. Clearance of the plastic is one of the ways to completely eliminate any kind of paint rub. Luckily for this particular figure, it is the Abomination bath from Marvel Legends, and the Gamerverse version in particular. It's basically like a green, so essentially I just washed it with browns and several different coats of variations of dark greens. This is another key reference point. You'll notice that he has scarring in his body, and there is shards of glass that have penetrated his skin. This was done using clear acrylic plastic, with the paintwork being Blood for the Blood God by Citadel Paints. The reference for this was actually quite interesting. There is a particular scene in the Immortal Hulk comic book series where Banner is sitting in front of a mirror, and basically the Devil Hulk is trying to smash through the glass to come out, but isn't able to break through Banner's mindset at the time. So the idea was, what if he did break through and the glass shattered? It's a great symbolism. I really enjoyed that part of the custom. The crotch area is always a bit tricky with these articulation points for paint rub. I ended up using quite a lot of heavy sealers here, using a black and then grading it down to like a dark purple, as requested by the customer also. You'll notice that there is still wounds, scars, cuts, abrasions, and even parts of glass throughout the whole figure, where it is splintered and shattered into his body. The Devil Hulk over the years has evolved so differently, most of the time taking up a reptilian type format, and the evolution of that design has consistently progressed. Another key reference point for the custom was the chest. You may notice it looks almost like lava, like an energy building up. The reference used for this was Godzilla. Quick size comparison of all these different lines and licenses, just so you can get a rough scale of how big this guy is. A huge shout out to my Patreons. Again, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you would like to keep up to date with my work and see all the behind the scenes content, these videos are normally put on Patreon months in advance at this point. If you'd like to keep up and see them first, then by all means, link in the description below.
We're going to be gods in this world that's rejected and feared you for so long.